Hey everybody, KC here, coming to you from Palm Springs, California, where I've been at the California Grocers Association Annual Strategic Conference. And beyond the fact that it's just great to be out among people, this has been a really interesting conference. I had the opportunity to do a few things here. One thing I did is I did a presentation all to independent retailers, talking about what I think independents need to do going forward to really engage with their employees, engage with their customers, and drive growth going forward. A distillation and sort of encapsulation of things I talk about on Morning Newsbeat. I tried to give it an edge. Frankly, I would try to scare people a little bit because I think a little fear is necessary going forward. I also did a couple of whiteboard sessions about how to build an innovation culture. But I don't want to talk to you about what I said. I want to talk to you about what the opening speaker talked about, which was also sort of about the same thing. His name was Galen Emmanuel, and he gives a lot of presentations, does a lot of training, and his background as an actor is in improvisation. And one of the things he said was, listen, there's a part of improvisation that can be really valuable going forward in your business life and frankly in your personal life. Now this is where I started to tune out a little bit. In a previous life, I was an actor. I've done a lot of improvisation. I'm not a fan of it in terms of my personal tastes. I'm thinking, this is just not going to be good. In fact, he was kind of brilliant because the thing he really honed in on is in improvisation, you always have to have an attitude of yes and. If somebody presents a statement to you, a scenario to you, if you're improvising with that person, the rule is you've got to say yes and build on it. You don't block it by saying, no, that's the wrong way to go, or no, I don't think so. You don't shut it down. You have to say yes and. And in any culture of innovation within an organization, it's incredibly important to have a yes and attitude. Okay, let's not stop it right away, although clearly he said there are things you have to stop in business or you'll go out of business. But to the best extent you can, to be able to look at people and say yes and build on it and consider possibilities instead of being negative. I thought it was a really smart, really savvy thing to present to the group. And it got me thinking differently, both about improvisation and innovation. And I hope it did the same for you. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.